versus Fate Braveheart. So we all know how Valiant Esports is on top of the game. They were the champions last time sa season
Mm-hmm.
2. And again, Bravehearts, this is their last chance to prove para hindi sila matanggal for the playoffs. Kasi if ever
Right,
they lose here, they lose their chance to get into the playoffs.
right. Definitely. So yeah, Faith Bravehearts 0-2, Valiant Esports 2-0. The numbers alone tell you who will be favored in this fight, but we will not count out Faith Bravehearts. Even if they lost their last two fights, they
Yeah.
put in a good fight. It's just that it didn't go to their way. Let's see if they can reverse their fates this time. And the bans are already here. Let's see. First is going to be Faith on the blue side. They're going to ban out Action.
Okay. I have really honestly, Lyric, what do you think about this auction bonds? Because we've seen it during the
Second.
last game, right? But
Yeah.
but I am not really sure if Action is really bannable. Honestly, if he gets ahead in the early game, but if late game is possible for your team, Action is not going to be a problem.
Right, definitely. I'm not really a fan of the action. Maybe in the collegiate field, action is a strong champion. Maybe I love the Ziggs ban right here. So, but then again, I'm not a big fan of the action ban. As if they're just setting this up so that it will open up a champion for them. Irelia, not really the top bans right now, but Faith
Yeah.
is banning two off champions for me already.
Yeah, they're banning champions that the members of How Valiant Esports has worked with. Cool uses this Aurelia
I
perfectly,
see.
and even Shino uses this Akshan, and that's the reason why they banned these champions. But
I
honestly,
see.
when you have specialists on your team, the pressure is just even in the drafting phase, kailangan nila iban yun kasi if hindi nila iban, if pinik mo yun, usually nasa comfort yung team mo. And that's why it's hard to deal with specialists on the side of Valiant Esports.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I understand you have to respect these guys. HAU, they're the defending champions, so you will want to target them specifically with their
Yeah.
champions. So yeah, I understand the ban. Now, Jarvan 4 is not to be available for this game. Nunu, I love the ban from HAU.
Yeah,
So
right.
TF, Nunu, and Ziggs is out of the fight. Let's see who the first pick is for Fate
Wow. I
Braveheart.
like the preempt ban there that they banned the Jarvan because they know that Nunu is gonna get picked, right? And really interesting for Fate Bravehearts to be I mean for the How Valiant Esports to be able to caught wind of that, but the Gallo is getting picked right now for the side. Okay, at least pero silang something na medyo pwede mo ilagay sa mid, pwede mo ilagay sa bot, very flexible champion
Right.
that doesn't really give much info for your susunod na drafts.
Yeah, good blind pick right there. Flex pick for Faith. That means they respect the enemies a lot. They don't want to give much information. Riven is going to be taken blindly right here for HAU. That shows you the confidence of the champions. And Gragas, two strong champions off the bat for the picks.
Oh wow, getting the Gragas and the Gragas is a really good counter against a Galio. If ever everyone goes in, you have the Gragas to use the explosive cast to disrupt their positioning, and they
Right.
have a lot of things to work with already on the side of How Valiant Esports. Okay, I've seen Penguin use this Fuhrer really well, but I hope it's good enough to fight against Cool.
Yes, definitely. Against a Riven, I will give the upper hand to the Riven.
Yep.
So there will be a task for the jungler on the side of Bravehearts to even the field at the Baron laner. Get one kill on the Riven. That should give Fiora the head start that she needs. Isa is going to be the third pick right here. Let's see how the defending chaps are going to be responding. HAU
Yeah.
will go for
Yeah.
Lee
Oh,
Sin.
they
Yeah,
went in for the
available.
least. And yeah, very good pick right there. Most likely, if ever this Gragas could still be put in the mid lane and the support role, that's why very flexible picks right here. I really love how Valiant Esports is drafting because right
Mhm.
now, basically on the side of Bravehearts, you know where most of these champions are going, right? So that's why how Valiant Esports could already pick those champions that they need. They know who to ban now onto the second
Right.
rotation because those picks give so much info for the side of how Valiant Esports.
Yes, definitely. Jana is not going to be available. Olaf will be taken out. Rakan is not going to be in the fight. Also, last ban for Faith Bravehearts, I would say another support right here because there's still uh, ADC and ADC. Kaisa is already available. Varus is going to be a good ban, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
Varus is going to be hovered over. And I
yeah.
guess they're gonna be locking that one up since there's no ADC yet on the HAU side. HAU's turn to pick
Mm-hmm.
Gragas could be the jungler, could be the support. It's really hard to say. No, the jungler is already Lee Sin.
Oh, there
Brom
you
is
go.
gonna be right. So this is gonna be a mid Gragas.
Yep.
Support is going to be Brom.
Yep.
Uh, a good ADC could be Shaya. Yes, for this
Mm-mm.
lineup right here.
Yeah.
Let's see how how Faith is going to be responding with the Brom pick.
Yep. I think I like this picks. The last pick is gonna be the ADC because they're not sure if the Gala
Wukong.
is gonna be the support at the mid lane yet. So most likely, okay, Wukong is gonna be the jungler top lane, and we have the Yana being in the
Right.
mid lane. So this is a very good composition. It's very you know what they're going for here. If they go in, they have the hero center
Oh,
cycle and
Vayne.
damage. But if they go for the Vayne, honestly, Vayne is a really high skill champion, right? Most likely, uh, if you're gonna be picking a Vayne, Kaisa does the same thing, but easier because she has the killer instinct. But
Right.
if Ashino would do better right here, this is gonna be a solid lineup from the side.
Yeah.
This is basically them flexing their muscles, right?
Yeah, man. Even going up against a Wukong, it's gonna be very hard as a Vayne to go up against a Wukong because the CCs are gonna be there. Crazy, and there's the Galio even, and you're gonna go up against a Diana who has the Moonfall, who can catch you. There's so much
Mm.
catch on the side of Bravehearts. So
Yeah.
going for a Vayne pick is really flexing right now, man. You're gonna be flexing 'cause going up against adversities, you still are confident. That's let's see how this will work out for Valiant Esports. Bravehearts, I love their lineup right here. Wukong with the Diana, with the Galio. The Wombo combo is gonna be crazy, and they have the option for split pushes on the form of Fiora.
Yep.
And yeah, this will boil down to how good HAU is if they're that confident going for this vein on their ADC.
Yeah, honestly, they don't want to engage. This is on the side of how Valiant Esports. You know that they want to disengage. They want to protect the Vayne. That's why they have a
Right.
lot of ways to. Yeah, the Glacial Fissure is there. There's the concussive blows from the Braum, and also the Lee Sin, the Gragas. There's a lot of ways to disengage from the fights, and they want to protect this ADC. So what they're going for here is a front to back fight. Yes, there's a lot of melees, which is why it's hard to fight against Fate Bravehearts. If you're gonna go for a full on fight, there's a lot of AoEs to work with, right? There's
Right.
the Diana, there's the Cyclone, there's the Hero's Entrance that you need to look out for. So Valiant Esports needs to be careful and they need to protect Shino on every step of the way.
Yes, definitely. So yeah, again, I'm gonna be favoring Bravehearts in this pick, but knowing HAU, you never underestimate the heart of a champion. So this is gonna be very interesting indeed. Let's see if ever
Yeah.
Faith colleges will be able to get their first win for this tournament. Faith Bravehearts on the blue side, how Valiant Esports on the red side. Early game, there is not gonna be any clash. It's just going to be the junglers going for the red buffs, both
Yep.
sides.
It's a tall order, right? You're fighting against HAU, the champions of last season. So Faith Bravehearts needs to put their best foot forward, or at least 150% effort to win against HAU Valiant Esports. They might be able to
Right.
do it, they might be not, but because it's HAU Valiant Esports, it's gonna be real hard. But again, top lane, bit of the damage. We all know the advantage of Riven in the early game against the Fiora.
Yes, definitely. Let's see spicy things, the high tension moments here at the top lane. Cool, not keeping his cool. Is gonna go aggressive right here. Mid Gragas going up against the Diana. I would say Diana has a better early game compared to Gragas, but Gragas can always just go for last hits. He's gonna be okay. Uh, Interestingly enough, Wukong is gonna go for the Krugs right here. So he's gonna go for the bottom lane focus.
Yeah. They're focusing a lot of their resources on the bottom lane. Most likely, top lane would be the target of how Valiant Esports here. Most likely, a HAU would go for a gank on the top side, or maybe just
Right.
put pressure into the mid lane after. Because most of the time, nakita natin dito, they always try to go for the blue buff of the enemy team, and
Right.
that's basically what they're looking for here. Fate Bravehearts is trying to go for the rotation already.
Yes, definitely. Lee Sin rotating on the mid. But Pure is already here, so this is gonna be a 2v2 if ever the fight is gonna be on. Lee Sin will opt for fight for the thought.
Yeah, Kels is gonna be the target, but Toki respects the damage from that. But I think the
Uh-oh.
blue buff is already being taken for the side of how Valiant Esports. They need to be careful here because here comes the
Wukong?
Wukong. But
Uh,
again, Haru was able to take it.
Yeah. So when Pure goes up, he's gonna be surprised that his blue buff is not no longer there. That's
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the advantage onto Lee Sin. But yeah, Haru being a Lee Sin has that early game aggression advantage. So you're gonna expect that if you're a Wukong. So Wukong just goes down instead. There was a ward in the blue buff earlier, so most probably Wukong knows that Lee Sin was already taking the blue buff. There's gonna be
Yeah.
rotation here, level 5 already on Pure. They have a
Yeah.
good
Pure.
chase right here.
Yeah. Pure is really trying to be very patient here. They want to
Oh,
go for the
this
ball, but
shield.
Pure has been okay. Nakita na siya dun. So most likely Fate Brave Hearts is gonna be backing away from that. A failed gank in the bot lane, pero how about
Oops.
the esports? They know the advantage.
Yeah, oops, nakita si ano dun. They were trying to set it up, but a little bit late on taking off the finger on the control bars. So yeah, here we go. Aggression on the bottom lane, but Kome with the shields is just gonna absorb it. Still 0-0 even, 3 minutes in. I guess the thing that will break the status quo of this game will be the Rift Herald and the first dragon, which is gonna be Infernal Drake. So
Yeah.
expect a fight there.
Yeah, I think how Valiant Esports knows that they won't be able to contest this early in game unless they have the first item already. But here comes the exhaust here. Because it blows the condemn would be able to get the stun in. But Coco Bob burns the flash right there.
Yeah, but the ultimate is still available. I would have used the ultimate instead of the flash right there, but
Right.
because the flash has longer cooldown, right?
Yeah.
But then again, he survived. That's still okay. Anyways, good attempt by HAU for the kill, but this time you don't have the Braum ultimate for the Infernal Drake. That was kind of costly for HAU with that aggression and not getting anything out of it.
Yeah, they also lost the final arrow from hour from Sheena. So
Right.
this Infernal Jake would be the next objective that we were looking forward to. Because right now, Fate Brave Hearts know that they have the advantage. They have ultimates to work with. So if ever they're gonna go for this, I think how Valiant Esports needs to respect the damage that they have. Shino doesn't have the Blade of the Ruined King yet. So wala pa sila masyadong damage to work with.
Right. And the fight is on, man.
Oh, but Haru is gonna come in. He's very
Whoa,
impressive. Shield to
good dodge.
And remember, Cyclone right there to the hero's entrance. Most likely gonna be hitting Shino, but the flash has been used already. This is gonna be it. Haru needs to back away. No safeguard to work with, and that's gonna be it. Bravehearts team know they have the advantage. They're taking more. Moonfall has been used, but Infernal Drake is now going down in favor of the side of Fate Bravehearts.
Yeah, that is your jungler out. Haru will not have a chance to smite challenge this one. But look at that fight. Look at the replay. Look at the taunt onto two chambers. That was just beautiful for Ray right here. He almost dies courtesy of Shino, but he will be able to get out Pure right here. The Lee Sin just goes down. Ray in a lot of trouble right now. He is going to go down. Double kill for Gragas right there. That's costly. Coco Bop going down and Ray going down. So Rift Herald is going to be taken for free for Valiant Esports, so that's a good trade. Valiant Esports now on top of the board because of those 2 kills.
Yeah, we weren't
was
expecting
awesome.
that fast swing of gold there, that how Valiant Esports would get the kill already, but Pure is already here. We're gonna try steal. He was able to get it, but now he's gonna be getting the punishment, and that's gonna be it. Pure is gonna be the target. Hiro is gonna go in, and this is gonna be the damage coming through for the side, and this is gonna be it. Here comes Football. Here comes Loki. That is good plays coming from Fate Bravehearts, and how just fell through 3 members down.
The power of friendship.
Yeah.
Saving Pure clutch saves right there for Bravehearts. Beautiful steal. Beautiful save onto their Wukong. Now we are looking at Faith Bravehearts on top of this game. That taunt, the Cloud Strike by Pure onto the blue buff. Kelvin goes down. Wow, just beautiful. 5-3 on the board, and now another gold swing in favor of Bravehearts. The gold graph should be looking crazy right now.
Yeah.
5-3. Let's see. The next objective will be the first turret of the game. How are they gonna set this up? Fate Bravehearts does have the Rift Herald in their hand, so they can use that definitely. Let's see where they're gonna be doing it. Oh, first turret was already taken in favor of HAU Valiant Esports. The top turret is already down on the side of Faith Bravehearts. So well played, HAU.
Yeah, Fate Bravehearts going for more here, but Valiant Esports, they know that they have the disadvantage on the next fight. Medyo matagal pa yung next objective natin, but with the top lane turret down, Leoric, it's gonna be at least easier for the side of how Valiant Esports to rotate around the map. There's a pressure on the top lane already, but Valiant Esports needs to respect that they don't have enough damage yet to contest any objectives from the side of Fate Brave Hearts. They need to wait for the second item so that they would be able to go for it very confidently. But again, the fight in bot lane, Ray is already with the shield of the Rand, and this is gonna come in. This is gonna be the damage. Kome is now super low in HP. Here comes the glacial pressure. Haru's gonna go in with the Dragon Stretch for the combo coming in from Haru, but Toki is here to clean that up. Haru is backing away. He knows that there's the Yana there. That's why they didn't find in. The Moonfall came in, and this is gonna be it for the Gragas. That is Kelvs falling down. Also, Faith Brave Hearts are just on top of their game.
Yeah, man. 2-for-1 trade right there in favor of Bravehearts. Just too much aggression onto the side of HAU. Haru just regret the decision right under the turret as everyone is already here. Uh-oh. Kome.
Yeah, they
right spot right now.
Kome to be the target, and this is gonna be Shino. Okay, trying to do some damage, but not enough yet. Still, there's a Condemn coming in, but it's not enough to do anything else. So, HAU Valiant Esports are losing a lot of members.
Yeah, man. Let's see if ever Bravehearts will be able to bring this momentum in the game later parts. We're at 8 minutes in, 8-4 on the board. 3K gold lead, HAU. Let's see how the champion will handle their game at this point. Composure will be very important for them, and especially that in the next 25 seconds of the game, the next dragon is gonna be spawning. It's gonna be the Cloud Drake. Very good right here. They got the Rifts, got at the very least for their vision right there. But they're gonna look for a pick-off, and I love that one. Wukong will be able to spot this beautiful Scarce Bloom right there. Will spot everyone up from HAU.
Yeah, the underdogs are showing their fangs against the Apex Predators, Valiant Esports, Faith Brave Hearts. They just need to stabilize this gold lead that they have, and they need to finish this early, because if they don't wrap this up, how Valiant Esports would be able to come back from this?
Yeah, it's gonna be very hard if ever Bravehearts still win another team fight and get this dragon. That Wukong is gonna be much harder to kill. The Diana will be very tanky. Dragon is already being started right here. Faith Bravehearts has to come here fast.
Yeah, they lost time. They lost time on the side of Faith Bravehearts. Nobody was there to contest for their side, and that Mountain Drake would be really helpful for the side of Valiant Esports. Look at how tanky most of the members are, so that would just add another layer of tankiness for the HAU Valiant Esports squad.
Yeah, but that just shows you the experience of Valiant Esports. They know the opening, they know where everyone is in the map, and they found their opening and they took advantage of it right away. Faith Bravehearts did not really push the pedal that much. They gave out the dragon. Here's gonna be another fight for the Rift Herald.
Okay, they want to fight for Rift Herald. Here comes the party, and that is going to be the damage. Glacial Fish should stop the back line, but I think Kome is trying to get the brick of everything. He's not going to be able to get some damage. The Hero Center is going to come in. HAU Valiant Esports are trying to get everything, but no. Faith Bravehearts are on top of their game, and they're just trying to get to the back line. The damage has come through, and look at this Haru in the back line soloing Toki, but now he's super low in HP, and this is going to be it. 3 versus 3 still possible for the side of HAU Valiant Esports to win, and there you go. Coco Pop is the last one. Shino is just there. The man of the hour, and the final hour is on the hands of Valiant Esports.
Never underestimate the heart of the champions. That is how champions do it. Very good ultimates right here, but look at this kick on the Wukong. The Cyclone did not get a second hit, and that was the start of the downfall of Bravehearts right here. Here is the 1v1 on the back lines. Good flash right there onto Haru. Haru was able to get another kill on the Diana. Now 11-9, and the gold is even. HAU is back, baby.
Yeah, HAU is now back in the game. Shino is just turning up really well during that fight. If napansin mo, that play from HAU Valiant Esports, it's not, they didn't break formation, right? HAU Valiant Esports knows that they want to go front to back. They didn't break formation and just let Shino do some damage, because kahit tanks, the true damage would still pierce through. Now they're going in the boat fall onto these two members. This is not going to be good. HAU, no! They're losing their advantage. Kome is going to fall down, but at least they were able to chase something in the mid lane. They're still chasing down. Fate is right here. Shino is doing some damage onto the back line. He's just so crazy. Kokobuff is super low in HP, but I think Shino needs to use the Sonya's hourglass. Up. Toki super low in HP. Kokobuff falls down, but Shino still trying to do a lot of things on his own, and he's just trying to do some damage, man. A 2-4-2, I mean 3-4-2 so far. Bravehearts has the advantage.
Yeah, but yeah, at the very
Oh
least,
no, Shino fell
Played a
down.
four.
That was a good play coming from their side, and this aggression coming from Kelvs doesn't have much damage, but Toki, okay, the body slam is going to be in cooldown in just a bit, so I think that is going to be the way to win, and that is a double kill coming in from the side of Kelvs.
Kelvin, what was that, man? You're crazy.
Yep.
HAU, get this man's temperature because this man is sick, man. Kelvin just outplayed two champions right there. But I was about to say earlier that HAU, at the very least, they came out with almost even team fight, but they lost someone in the mid. But Kelvin salvaging the fight for them, 15-13, even on the gold count. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. Let's see who will take the Ocean Drake or the Baron.
Yeah, cooldown for the body slam a while ago. They were just waiting for it, but again, the next objectives would be the Baron. I think if ever how Valiant Esports would go for the Baron, they can do it because they have the Vayne. So Vayne will deal a lot of damage to the Baron for sure, and that would be easier for them to take on. So they can risk this Baron take if ever Fate Bravehearts would try and take the Ocean.
Yes, definitely. Gonna be very interesting. Whoever takes this Ocean Drake will take the momentum of this game. It is 15-13 on the board, but it feels like it's anyone's game at this point. Again,
Yeah.
Rift Scuttler gonna be taken by HAU. That's gonna give them a very good position for this Dragon take right here. Rift Herald is gonna be summoned on the mid, and the fight
Yeah.
should be on any seconds, man. Take a deep breath because this is gonna be a big one.
Yeah, this is gonna be a long fight, but I think Fate Bravehearts knows that they have a lot of AoE. How Valiant Esports won't go against us for sure. But now, look at this positioning. Coming in from Cool, yeah, they are trying to get the pincer onto them, but Fate Bravehearts, no, they respected the members right now. How Valiant Esports now, how is on position for this next objective. Oh no, now this is gonna be hard for Fate, but they have a lot of AoEs to work with though, so I think Toki is waiting for it. Here comes the Hero's Entrance onto the backline, would do some damage, and that's gonna be an Ocean Drake on the side. How Valiant Esports, but there's a lot of damage going through, and this is gonna be it for How Valiant Esports. They're trying to take a double kill already for Goku Pop, but would they come through? Because Shino is trying to take everyone down. He has a lot of damage to work with, and that is it. Shino with Cool in the game, 2 versus 1, and this is it, and then it's gonna be the kill. Valiant Esports gets the ace and gets the Drake.
Oh man, HAU Valiant Esports just takes everything. I love the initiation of the Wukong right here, but look at this messy middle fight. It was a 3-4. There was a point that Brave Hearts were on the lead. Look at that, 3 champions alive for 2, but the champions remaining alive on Valiant Esports sides are the painful ones. Cool and Shino just tore out the hearts out of the Bravehearts, and they're now on their way for the win. 18-18 on the board, but we're looking at a 5k gold lead in favor of Valiant Esports. Baron is next up, and I guess HAU will have a better position for this one.
Yeah, I think Fate Bravehearts needs to find a way to get the Baron, get the better positioning of the fight. A while ago, they have it. They had the better positioning, but they backed away and respected Cool's damage. And they don't want to be pincered, but I think if they get pincered, they can just go and turn against Cool. In the end, that was just Fate Bravehearts getting pincered themselves again by How Valiant Esports. And that is basically what Valiant Esports wanted.
Diana in the mid is in a
Yeah.
tight spot. You need to get out of there, my friend.
Toki's gonna be the target. Here comes the Glacial Vision. Not enough damage to deal, but Cool is now here to the backline. Kokobub's gonna be the target. He's gonna fall down. Toki would be next. No carries for you guys, because everyone fell down already. And How Valiant Esports looking for more pure is gonna be down. Cool is so cool during that fight.
Bravehearts were looking good at the early parts of this game, but it just along the way, all the wheels fall off suddenly for Bravehearts. Now, Valiant Esports will have this Baron for free, and this will just extend the lead that Valiant Esports have right now. That should go down. Bottom inhibitor turn is already out. Yeah.
Look at how confident
Riven?
Cool is. Yeah, Cool is trying to do some damage. Look at that crit coming in from Cool. That was so much damage onto Penguin. And that is
Right.
Penguin, everyone. And now, with the Baron buff, this is basically the towers going down in favor of Valiant Esports. But Fate Bravehearts had it in their hands. They didn't clutch harder.
Yeah. Base is already broken. Their HP bars are not looking so well, so Valiant Esports wisely disengages. They're gonna go back home. So much spent right here to clear the waves. The Elder Drake is gonna be the last straw right.
Yeah, it's gonna be it. The last fight that they're waiting for is gonna be the Cloud Drake. They have the Baron buff anyway. They took down all the turrets from the side of Fate Bravehearts. Now, this is basically the end here. They don't have anything in their hands. Yes, they can go for a fight still, but this Vayne has 4 items. It's hard to deal with a Vayne that is this at this late parts of the game. It's hard to deal with a Vayne. Period. But again, everyone, this is gonna be a really tricky one for them. They're gonna be pushing for more, and I wish that this might be the chance for them to fight back. And I wish that this is gonna be the way to go for the side of HAU Valiant Esports. Right now, Fate Bravehearts needs to find a way to answer just back, because if not, this is going to be the last fight here. It comes, it's going to be it. It comes the Moonfall, not going to be able to hit. Here comes the explosive cast onto the back line. That is going to be the cycle, but not enough damage to deal. Shino is still super healthy. Look at this back line. Shino is just dealing so much damage. The pressure right there from Cool. Nobody would be able to go in, and this might be it. HAU Valiant Esports are cleaning it up, and that is the game, everyone. That was a very solid matchup from HAU. That is just a showing from our champions last season. Yeah, but I think, yeah, this is gonna be it for HAU Valiant Esports. Fate Bravehearts tried their best, and maybe they could still try to get 2 wins onto the next ones, but I think it's a little too late for the team here to be able to come back from this series, because so far, Fate Bravehearts have been or now on a 0-3, and again Valiant Esports 3-0. Nobody's gonna be stopping them to wreak havoc against the enemy team. So far it has been solid, but what do you think, Lyric?
Yeah, man. Sorry about that, but that's the composure of a champion. That's the reason why I always say you never ever underestimate the heart of a champion, because even if they lose the early parts of the game, they can always get their composure. They know how to win the game, and they just executed on this. This is the last fight right here. It was just at this point a bit too late for Bravehearts. HAU was already in control. This was a bad call right here for the Diana, overextending on the mid lane, and they were able to capitalize on that. Rampage already on Shino. Wukong is gonna go down here, and without your jungler, how can you steal for a Baron? That was a free Baron from that point on. This was the last fight for the Drake. This was very important. This was where HAU got the ace. There were 3 champions alive on Bravehearts, but how their damage dealers survived. That is what you do as a support. Kudos to the support of Valiant Esports, because your task is to make sure your ADCs, your damage dealers, survive the later parts of the fight, and they were able to do that.
Yeah, and again, I can also say that Fate Bravehearts is still a strong team, even though that they've been losing Formula 0-3. I think they only have a problem of finishing the game. But again, everyone, that is just 2 games again for this time. And again, we'll just be calling for a break right now. A very, very short break, Lan. Again, we have been your shoutcasters for today. I'm Dash, and I was here with Leoric. See you guys in just a bit for more Wild Rift action.
Nax, may squid balls na.
Mahal kasi ang lapis. May kikyaw pa dyan.
Bilib na bilib ako kay Manong Fishball. Akalain mong yung maliit niyang kariton, napalaki niya ng ganun? Ang nagagawa nga naman ng pangarap ng isang magulang. Anong grade na ba yung anak niyo?
Tagal nang tapos sa mga bata. Ako naman ngayon.
Manong Fishball ang tawag sa kanya. Pero sa mga araw na yun, many years ago, higit pa sa fishballs ang binigay niya sa akin. He taught me na walang di natutupad na pangarap sa taong handang magsumikap.
Dami niya na.
Panghapunan.
Pantoga.